was the first panel I had done with George. We talked about an hour for a full all round, and it was just, he was the most easy, affable, you know, that was really the first time I'd gotten these out with him to say, and it was just, he was awesome. He was everything I was. You know, it was growing up, Night of the Living Dead was the first movie I owned that I could watch in repetition. So for no other reason, that's why it became my favorite. Also because it's one of the greatest films ever made, and horror films. You know, the dialogue is still so fresh with Johnny and Barbara. You know, there's such a believability to it. And then when you move on to Dawn of the Dead, it's like Starsky and Hutch in hell. You know, so it's fantastic. And then you move into the sewer, and everybody's trying to climb the throne of shit. You know, in Day of the Dead. And it's so mean and angry, but it's by far, I think, the most fun watch. You know, the intensity. You know, Joe Pilato brought so much intensity to everything. But you know, the more I'm not to get off on a tangent, but just bear with me. The more I have watched that film, I don't think Joe is the antagonist. I don't think Rhodes was a bad guy. Hear me out. If you've got three factions of people, or in this case, you've got the zombies, you've got the scientists, you've got the military, right? Every mother will protect their children, you know? So, and by the time Rhodes goes apeshit, he's found out what Logan has done to Major Cooper. So, and even when he's like, sit down to even steal, Rhodes was, I think, in his own bully way, trying to hold on to what he understood the hierarchy of humanity to be. I don't think he was just an asshole for the sake of it. Now, do I think he was probably a little bit of an asshole as a person, character? Yeah. But do I think he was just a bad guy? No. I think he was trying to protect his faction and his people and maintain what he understood the world to be, just like, you know, and so, I don't know, the more I watched the film, one day it just occurred to me, I was like, he's not the bad guy. So, that's my take on the film. A little deep, but, you know, I mean, I don't know. And suddenly I was like, I didn't see Rhodes as the bad guy anymore. He's kind of a jerk, but I don't know if he's the bad guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's just doing what his last orders are.
Right, and he's trying to keep his men safe.
Yeah,
military protocol.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's trying to keep normalcy in the only way he has learned how, and he's scared.
Exactly.
As all of them are, and he seeks comfort in order.
Exactly. And from a military background, he's trying to keep the order that he understands is right. And so again, I just like, you know, the more I was growing up watching the movies, he's a bad guy. But the more I've watched the film, you know, and really kind of got a little deep in my brain about it, Rhodes is no more a bad guy or a good guy than anybody else. They're just all trying to maintain what they remembered and what they understood as the natural order. You know, because I don't think, you know, Rhodes, as I said, he's not a bad guy. He's not one that will leave a kid in the ditch to die. I don't think he was that guy. You know, but I think if he needed to shoot somebody to save them, if he needed to shoot this guy to save these guys, he would, you know.
And much like Harry Cooper from Night, he was kind of right. If you just go in and shot all the zombies, even been done with it, they would been safe.
Exactly. Harry Cooper was an asshole too, but I still think he wanted, you know, his family safe. Exactly. Same hit. Very good point. Yeah. Wow. I got a little esoteric. So do you guys have any questions that we'd like to field to these fine peeps? Excellent. Sorry, you were out of questions. You need to put 25 cents in the machine.
Sorry. Do you guys have any cool set pieces or memorabilia, props or anything from the movie that you collected?
I got my appliances still.
What did you steal? That's
Yeah,
what I was asking.
I didn't steal anything. I just went home with the appliances. And,
You still have them all?
yeah, I got one check.
Really?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think I still have a prosthetic left somewhere underneath one of me. I wanted the false teeth, but they got them back.
Yeah.
So I think they were
I had no props or anything, but I kept kept in makeup after the shoot. Because I was in college at the time, and I was a dorm director, so I went and scared my staff when I went back. And then word got around, they're like, oh, he's in makeup. I'm not gonna go, no.
Well, that was, yeah, but George and I went out with makeup too. We weren't about to take that off.
Oh, yeah, no.
And show everybody.
And I, like I said, I was taking pictures, so I have like 80, that's a big book of
He's got fantastic photos.
So,
Thank you.
Have you guys got more questions? Okay, you realize this is the last panel, this is the last chance this weekend. Those burning questions will continue to burn. Or have they been so edifying that you know everything you need to know?
actually, we got a story that, from his point of view, that's not been told ever.
I would love to hear it.
You getting sick, my friend?
Yeah, well, I can lay this on Howard Berger, but he got me in the makeup chair one morning, and I wasn't feeling good anyway. I was very tired from having been keeping the schedule. It was cold. The cold just like permeated everything. You couldn't get rid of it, even with the space heaters. The place was just like, and I'm sitting 5:30 in the morning in Howard's makeup chair. He's working on me. And I'm not thinking too much of it. He's got his hands, he's got his little bottle of spirit gum, and he's working on my face. And it's not even registering with me. Knowing him that the bottle was like right here almost the whole time. Still I'm breathing this ether on a constant basis and not noticing until it gets me. Until I get dizzy, nauseated, my heart starts pounding. And I didn't know what to do. He had turned away, and he turns back. I'm like, I'm not. Can I get to the restroom? He's like, yeah. So I made my way up there, and I guess he told everybody. I think this guy's having a heart attack in my chair. He's up there in the restroom, so they converged on me when I come out. They're like, come in here. Lay down. Just rest. And after like 10, 15 minutes, I'm like, I'm fine. They're like, yeah, where you have to go to the hospital? I'm like, but I feel okay. And it's like, no, our liability, you can't die here. You're going to the hospital. So they took me all the way up to Elwood City Hospital. It was very embarrassing, and ripped Rhodes' legs off that day, and I didn't. George did, and they got somebody else, and I should have been the one doing it with him. They brought me back. That was no longer an option. And I didn't get on camera that day, and the story popped up. Howard Berger was giving an interview for a Masters of Makeup series or something. He's like, got this guy in my chair. He seems okay. I turn around, his sweat pouring. No names. I don't think he would remember my name, but I always want to talk to him and say, you know what? So that's that story.
So that's the first part of the story. The second part of the story is one of the producers was David Ball. So I know Tom Savini fairly well. He comes up to me and goes, we want to play a practical joke on David Ball. We got beef vegetable soup. We want you to put it in your mouth and then throw up on David Ball. And I'm like, you want me to throw up on the producer of this movie? I'm like, no, I won't do that, Tom. Oh, come on, you can do it. No, Tom, I'm not throwing up on the... I've never seen peer pressure, because, Tom, I'm a fan, and Tom Savini's asking me to do him a favor and do this, and I'm going, I want to come back. I'm not throwing that. I feel good that I actually stood up to Tom Savini and didn't do it.
There's doing favors and there's walking in front of the bus. else, right?
That's exactly.
Also, I might add that when they took me to the hospital by force, somebody, I'm not sure who, said to George, wasn't that your friend they took him? Yeah, it is. And they're like, well, they take him to the hospital. I said, yeah. And they're like, why aren't you going with him? He's like, well, yeah, I think it's great and everything, but I'm going to go in the movie. I get to Cole Rhodes' legs.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I would do the same.
And also, it was my 21st birthday, and I got to kill
I
Rose.
forgot about that.
Yeah, nice.
So why would I want to spend it in the hospital with you?
I don't blame you.
So,
I will repay that someday. There will be a chance. Somewhere along the line.
Nice.
so this is the fight that's going to actually take place.
Yeah, I'm ready to watch the fight. Yeah. So, do you guys have any more questions in the audience? Okay. Well, I do want to say, like I said in the last panel for everybody who's here, they bring me up from Texas, my wife, every year, and this is always such a fantastic part of my year. I've been doing it for about a decade now, and this is such an amazing event. And I just want to thank the Living Dead Museum and all the volunteers, and Kip, and Missy, and Kevin, and everybody that's involved, because it is a huge undertaking. They do it every year. It's a labor of love for them, maybe everybody. And if you would just give Kevin and the volunteers a round of applause, and we'll pretend that they know it's for them, because they've done a hell of a show.
Absolutely.
This is a huge deal. There's a lot of lifting, a lot of heavy lifting mentally and physically to make this happen every year, and they do a hell of a job. As you know, I don't know how many conventions you guys go to, but there's not a lot of hiccups. Everything's smooth. Everything is where it says it is in the program. And I just can't say enough positive about it. And I'm doing all this because I'm being recorded, and I want them to see me kissing their ass. No, but in all seriousness, it's such a great deal every year. So I wanted to get that announcement out of the way. But you guys, is there anything you guys would like to add about your time on the film, your time at the convention, anything?
Yeah, well, I did want to say I was really hesitant to do this. I did that movie 40 years ago. There have been how many of these? I've come to them on occasion, looked around, met people. I've never wanted to, like, you get a table. I said, nobody wants to talk to me. He's like, they will when they find that. But and I don't really generally like doing this kind of thing. I don't like curtain calls. I just. If somebody likes what I do, that's great with me, but I want them to remember that character is cool, not me. So I don't like doing this. I agreed to do it. I was bitching about it for weeks before. My partner's like, just have fun. It's not going to be fun. I don't like this. And you know what? I've had more fun for the last 3 days than I've had in a long, long time. I have met a lot of people that I love. You're all great. And wherever and however they do this from now on, I'll be there. I want you to be there too.
Welcome. And we're also glad to have you.
Thank you.
You guys want to add anything? You can't shut this guy up.
All right, let's just get the cheers going. The only thing, I've been saying it to a lot of people this week, this convention is different than any other convention goes. This convention, we're all here because we love George Romero, and we're all family because we love George Romero. And whether you're fans, whether you're crew, whether you're cast, whatever, you're all family. And that's what this convention is, it's family.
You're absolutely right. I have made so many lifelong friends from just my time in Pittsburgh. I love it here, and the people are fantastic.
They drive a little different than when I was here, but it's...
I live in Texas, too.
Well, Tennessee, we're all courteous.
It's like, do you want to die? Drive around. Hey guys, seriously, thank you so much for sitting in with us. Thanks for coming out. Because I know for a lot of people, this is a flight, this is a drive, this is a weekend. It's your finances, but I know we all do it because we love it. And again, just thanks so much to Kevin and his amazing crew, and for all you guys. children every year. These guys, seriously, also, an amazing job. Because I don't know if you guys have been to these before. Raise your hand if you've done the panels before with us. Isn't it amazing this year you can understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? These guys, they made it happen. All right? Yeah.
Great mix.
Thank you, and thank you, Matthew. Always amazing. Thank you, guys. See you next time, promise. Yeah.
Yep, everybody, that was the last panel for the show. Living Dead Weekend's officially over in about an hour, so I'm gonna go walk around a little bit more, do some local videos since I'll lose signal out of this area. So thanks for checking them out. Look for more local videos coming up later. I haven't had time to upload any of them. So I did Larry's tour today. It's like 3 hours. He said a few different things this time, so there's some more stuff to hear if you liked the tour last year. Yeah, good times. A good time was had by all. So, like I said, stay tuned. Go back and check all the other live streams. Look for the uploads in the video section soon, probably in the next couple days. And we've got a little more stuff to cover. And a special surprise tomorrow. So stay tuned when that video drops. It will be crazy. Thanks. Bye.